Welcome to Strength in Gaming. I'm Samson Lancaster. I got my yak right here.
Yakety yak.
Tasty.
Are you drinking cognac? Like literally cognac?
This is literally cognac. Yeah, this is Brastrad V or XO.
You're not drinking that out of a pimp goblet though. So
well, it's close enough. That's all I have. I need
one
a pimp
strike
goblet
for you.
But I'm here with Ratatouille Sal.
The mice, it controls my butt hairs. That's how I move around.
What are you drinking, sir?
21-year-old Scotch.
Alrighty. And I look at Kat and Oliver's just fucking passed out.
Passed out, Don't you love it?
Yes, with this cat. He's going to be distracting. Kat McGuire is with us.
Yay, I moved.
He's back. You might notice
new office.
A new office. It's beautiful. It's got an Oliver as a decoration. And welcome back. It's been a little bit since we've seen you on the show.
Yes.
And we also have Subly.
Hello. Hello.
Are you guys okay over there with all them tornadoes? Like Little Rock just got hit and they killed like 600 people.
We had a tornado.
I'm pretty far
baby
from
one.
Arkansas.
Crazy. Isn't it like 20 minutes away from where you're at?
Isn't it about 15 minutes?
No, that's like...
It's how small.
12 hours.
We actually had a tornado hit in LA County. It wasn't big, but it tore out like the roof off of like a industrial complex. Craziness.
Yeah, LA be wilding out lately.
Yeah. Dude, a few days ago, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and jumped out of bed screaming, "Why is the rain so loud?" Because I was like half asleep and I was like, what is going on? I thought it was like a dream, but it hailed for like 3 minutes and it was a lot of hail. And the whole house sounded like it was like a rainstorm in your head. It was so loud, echoing through the attic and stuff. But anyways, we have some news for you today, some video game news, and I believe Kat has a fun story that she wants to tell us after the news. So, Salatui, she could have started.
Give you the smolder.
Oh, God.
I think the smile afterwards was worse or better. And I was like, he's like,
blue steel. Here comes La Tigra.
The eyebrows.
Can you turn left though?
Yeah.
So a little indie game. I don't know if you've heard of it. It came out this last week. Resident Evil 4.
What?
What's that?
Hasn't Resident Evil 4 come out like 4 times now?
Yeah, like it's like the 5th.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
It's like the 5th time Resident Evil 4 has come out. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
It's a remake. It's a remake. It's not just a graphical upgrade or a VR port.
Yeah, because there was the original. There was the
Well, it's the enhanced version.
And then there was the VR version, and now there's this one.
Yep.
And it looks sick.
Well, it's getting 10s across the board, which I think the first one got really high marks as well. And then it's what do you expect? Is Resident Evil 4 it's like the best game out of the whole series.
Yeah, that's what saved the franchise.
A lot of people are like, "Oh no, Resident Evil 2." No, it was Resident Evil 4. That was the best one out of the whole series.
It is the only game. It's the only Resident Evil game that I haven't played. I don't think
that's the only one I've played over and over again. Every time it's come out, I played it. Like I have the VR version. That was pretty fucking badass in VR.
So now, I have a question. Being a Resident Evil noob, the only one I've ever played myself is Village. If I were to go and play more Resident Evil games from the past, is 4 a good one to start with, or do I need to start with 1 or 2 or 3?
They kind of recap a little
7
bit,
and then just forget about it. You'll never play
a
Resident Evil game again.
Definitely skip 5.
Okay, skip 5. I've seen 7 a lot. I've seen Twin
7
play
is
it.
terrifying.
Yep.
7 is
7 was horrifying. Yeah,
terrifying. It's great.
Yeah,
but
maybe it's something I need to experience playing myself. But I do know a lot of what happens. But
I mean, the only ones you barely need to play in order are like the first 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah,
everything
the first 3. Everything else is all over the place.
Okay, so I could start at 4 if I want to.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, 4 it recaps it pretty much at the beginning what happened in Raccoon
Sweet.
City, all other shit.
Yeah,
because I really want to play this one.
You do. I would play the GameCube, the remake of 1. I think it was, right? Sal, was it? It was the GameCube remake of the original one.
Yeah.
That one was really good. Like, it might
but
be,
it didn't have the bad dialogue in it though, so I don't know.
No, it did. It
what?
did.
What is this? It looks like blood.
It's blood. What's that?
2 and 3 though were so good, especially
if you, the master of unlocking,
dude. But that was the best. Yeah. That ridiculous.
2 was my favorite. So
2 was good. Yeah.
Yeah. One complaint that I have with this like new Resident Evil 4 is that it's like it followed the trend of Village, in where it feels easy, like even on like hard, like.
Well, yeah, it's probably because there were improvements in the controls.
Yeah, they made the controls less clunky.
There's just like less ammo. That's literally it.
Well, and even in the old one, there was, depending on what you chose, there was either less ammo or more ammo, right? But
yep.
In 4, it was more about knocking them down to their knees and then going over and kicking them.
It just still feels easier than the past games.
Yeah, it's definitely easier than 3, 2, and 1, just because the controls were a lot
controls
tighter.
Are better.
It was also full 3D, so you can look around everywhere. Whereas the other ones, you were kind of fixed cameras, and then if something was outside the screen, you just kind of had to guess where it was at and then shoot it. But this one, it gives you aim, so you can aim on like vital points like kneecaps and headshots really easy.
I just feel like normal mode would just be like way too easy.
Yeah, normal mode is actually easy mode. You have to play it on hard or a harder difficulty
to get a challenge.
Yeah.
Plus
the mercenary,
and that was what was stressful, I guess, or like the horror, at least for me until 7. That was like the horror aspect of Resident Evil. Like, it wasn't scary, it was just stressful because even in the old ones, like even on normal mode, you hardly had any ammo. And then of course, like as Sal mentioned, like it was super hard to aim.
The
and
dogs
everything
scared the shit out of me when they jumped out of the fucking windows.
Like, it was stressful because like you had to, and 7 at least kept this in there too. Like, you had to like make decisions like on the spot of like, are you going to shoot them, or are you just going to like try to knife them down? Like, you got to conserve your heals and everything because there's not enough of that. But then like,
see the little girl and then walking off in the distance, you go.
And then in 8, like you had unlimited. You basically had unlimited ammo,
as much ammo as you needed,
and then you had unlimited heals the entire time. So like again, normal mode was like easy mode.
But that's also due to kids not being able to get good nowadays, so they gotta dumb them down a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
And also the adults who started it all are getting old and their reaction times aren't what they used to be. Good, I think that's also what it is.
Get good. I'm 40 and I can still punch and kick.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I'm 32 and I already feel like I don't have fast processing time anymore.
I still prefer less sweaty games, slower. I prefer slower games with more strategy these days because of the oldness. But yeah,
I do appreciate a game with challenge though. So like old school Resident Evil, where I'm assuming you just had to strategize a bit more because of the limited ammo. Like maybe you can't kill every enemy that gets in your way. Maybe sometimes you have to run away. I appreciate games like that because
I leave a lot of things alive and just kind of like
because that's more realistic too. You can't just kill everything in your path. Like if this was a real life scenario where zombies existed, you'd probably have to run away a lot.
Yeah, but then in Village and this one too, like you can just shoot everything if you want to and kill it.
Right, yeah. And if I have the option to kill everything in my path in a video game, I do it. Kill those motherfuckers.
Once you get that little submachine gun, you can just mow down everything because you always get submachine gun ammo. Like always.
Yeah.
But 10
otherwise,
out of 10s
it's
across the
fantastic.
board.
Yeah,
it's 10 out of 10s across the board.
Yeah, I really do want to play this one. So
to be expected. A lot of people were pissed off that they changed Ashley's character. Like they're
like
whatever
or something. Yeah, they covered.
Her personality or her looks.
They covered her personality. Yeah,
they covered her personality.
Sounds like
why everybody's pissed off.
Oh God,
it's a good game. I want to try it out when it goes on sale. So we got a GameCube and the Wii Dolphin emulator coming to Steam. I thought they already had emulators on Steam. No,
Nintendo.
I don't think Nintendo.
I've never heard of Nintendo emulator.
This is from Nintendo that they're putting them up because the Dolphin is a free emulator.
Well, I mean, if it's not from Nintendo, fucking Steam's gonna get sued because they're litigious. Now I have to fucking verify, making me verify things. I even Lancastered Eddie about it, posted a second article on accident, and none of us knows whether it's actually from Nintendo. Steam is getting a GameCube. Let's see, Wii emulator via Nintendo Live.
It says its developer is aiming for an emulator release.
Yeah, so that's to me, that's the big news, right? Like you can get emulators anywhere at any time, but this is like Nintendo agreed and is licensing it. Like they're saying, like they're putting them on Steam. That's a good thing. That's actually really good. Maybe they'll learn how to make better fucking platforms.
Yeah, then get a better emulator.
It says, keep in mind, Dolphin does not actually include games, but is simply a tool utilized to play them.
Right, of course, because
allows players to run GameCube and Wii games.
Because Nintendo is wanting that money.
Yeah, they just have to buy the games from Nintendo, right? That'll be what it is, right? Digital copies.
Yeah.
Or you can say you dumped your own games, and that's how you're playing them. That's how most of these emulators skirt the legal challenges. Is like, well, we're just
my game so I can play.
We're just providing the platform. It's up to the people to dump their own games and put them on there.
The people's platform.
The people's platform, like the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the Dolphin's been around for a long time, and it's been very stable for a long time.
Pretty old.
It even runs Wii U games.
Wii
U. And I think it'll be able to run Switch games soon, if I remember correctly. Like they're working in it right now. It already boots up the system, but it doesn't play games. So pretty soon you'll be able to actually play Wii U games on it as well. Like with Citrus and with a Senmu, you can already do that. You can already play Switch games on it. It's just, it's up to them, Make sure you dump your games legally, though. I'll be downloading games illegally, people. This is Nintendo. Nintendo don't fuck around.
Nintendo will take you to court.
Nintendo take your firstborn kid, raise them to be little Bowsers, Goombas, work in the salt mines.
The Nintendo salt mines.
Yeah, Nintendo salt mines. Getting gold coins.
No, they'd be working inside pachinko machines. They'd have to keep them running.
Working for the Yakuza. Let's see. Oh, they showed off. Was it 10 minutes of Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom?
So excited!
Oh yeah.
That looks good.
It looks really good.
I guess I must have like rose-colored glasses. Didn't the first Legend of Zelda look better?
Breath of the Wild, you mean?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. It struck me like
the same.
Better graphics.
It looks the same.
Yeah, it looked the same to me. And I've watched
old
two people play
everything like
Breath of the Wild.
But damn, I'm sad that it doesn't look better. Like it's not gonna look better.
No, because
it's on the
platform
Switch.
It's on the Switch. Yeah, I was like, wow, come on.
You get 30 frames per second or something?
Yeah,
like I played on the Senmu, which is the Wii U one. I played the Wii U version of that, and at 4K and 60 frames. Shit runs so smooth and look beautiful. And then I see it on the Switch. I'm like, oh.
Well, that's why. That's why you think it doesn't look as good.
Deflates my nipples. But the gameplay, the combining shit was kind of fun.
That looks like it's gonna open up a whole other can of worms. You're gonna get people like Kat just building shit, just to build shit.
I'm guessing a lot of the stuff is gonna be pretty scripted though. Like as far as
it didn't look like it.
I don't think
it looked
they're
like
gonna
physics. It looked like it had like basic physics engine.
Like it's probably going to be progression based, where you can only make rafts for this certain amount till you get this upgraded, and then you can get the flying ships, or you can do it. But I'm guessing they're not going to allow you to make flying ships right off the bat. You just go anywhere you want.
I don't see why not. It seems like a game that you could do that with.
Can you imagine that people just
game.
It was. I mean, the first game was really open world. There was like no constraints on, except for like the very beginning part, like. Until you got the little kite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you could glide everywhere.
Yeah. But then once you got outside of that like little wall area, then you could go wherever the hell you wanted.
Yeah.
When does this new game come out?
May 10th.
Oh my God. It's so soon.
Yeah, I know.
Because I haven't even finished. I barely did any Breath of the Wild.
I think it's May 10th.
You gotta get the gold,
because I don't like it, but I got distracted, so I think I have to start it over and like finish it.
May 12th, sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to get it right when it comes out, but
I already pre-ordered.
Is to play Breath of the Wild, like start it over and play through it. But I got to finish a lot of games first, so I got a lot on my list to do.
Pokemon's still in a sorry state. I'm never going to fix that game.
No. Violet and Scarlet?
Yeah.
Gosh, I have not really run into a lot of issues with that game. So
they should have made it like they should have just made it like the old ones where it's kind of like an overview, small chibi shit. And then when you get into a battle, it goes into full 3D.
Yeah, the graphics work too hard on the Switch for this game, for sure. But
like everything looks bare until you're like 2 feet away from the grass, and then it pops in.
But man, it is still a fun game, so it doesn't bother me as much personally, but I get why it would bother a lot of people.
It was like Sword and Shield was already
Eddie
pushing
with whatever game it was when he was like talking about how like it was XCOM. He's like, no, it'll be good on your phone. It'll be fine on your phone. I liked it on the Switch. It was okay on the Switch, and it was like buggy as hell. But he's just a fanboy for it, and Kat's just a fangirl for Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like saying when I said pecans are the horrible nut, and everybody's they're good once you candy them and do this or that and this. And that,
yeah,
they're good.
I don't even really think I'm that much of a fangirl for Pokemon anymore. Like I didn't like Sword and Shield. Like I barely played maybe an hour of that before I was like, I don't need this. But Scarlet and Violet was fun, and it's the best since X and Y. So there's been a few that I haven't really enjoyed.
Then we have a link from Sam. Is like, oh, guess what? Steam's getting a GameCube and a Wii emulator.
In case you weren't aware,
Lancaster, and we still didn't know whether it was licensed until we did research on the show.
So E3's been canceled. Again, I think
did somebody find some weird text message from like 10 years ago? Is that why it's being canceled?
Yeah. No. Well, they're still trying to hold on, because they get a lot of indie
murdered E3.
Yeah.
Well, it was dead.
Yeah.
It was but it
was
like
in cold
misericord. It was the fucking it was the coup de grace. It was like the coup de grace, like just the final blow.
The other publishers are like wanting to do their own thing.
COVID got old yelled.
Yeah.
Took it around back the shed and whatever. Ubisoft backing out pretty much.
Almost got that out, but like yeah.
Ubisoft backing out pretty much killed it.
They're big.
Haven't some other ones backed out too? Like I don't think they were the only ones.
Nintendo backed out as well again.
And then before prior, so many have already all the systems left, right?
Yeah, why
Sony, Xbox, and
they get to do whatever they want, and they can hold however long of a exhibition they want, right? They don't have to.
Yeah, they're not beholden to their.
They don't have to
E3
do all their
limitations.
bullshit, and they keep all the money. They don't have to pay for like extra venue and all other shit.
I'm glad I got to go to it like the last 3 years it existed.
Before that, when it was exclusive, it was nice because all it was industry nerds. It wasn't overpacked. There wasn't a bunch of sweaty, stinky people walking around.
Yeah, there was more sweat because I was there, during the time when it's open to the public if you buy tickets. But since I was working there, it was kind of nice to work the Extra Life booth because they're awesome, first of all, and secondly, because you get to rub elbows with people like Earl Balon and give him free shit from your booth.
You're just trying to get into his panties.
Yeah, well,
who isn't?
Weren't you? Yeah.
Poor Earl. He gets rule.
I think he's into it, bro.
34 all the time.
We love you, Earl.
Jonah, yes, Jonah, his character from. I remember I went to back when it was Pangeekery. I went to a Pangeekery hangout on Zoom during the vid, and I come in there and literally there's just Jonah from Tomb Raider holding his cock. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? Not Earl.
Good time.
It was a drawing of his character.
Like, look up Rule 34 Jonah. And he was like, I don't know if I want to. Like, do it.
Yeah, that's got to be strange for Earl.
I think he's into
no.
I think he likes burritos.
Yeah, burritos
he does love burritos, like actual burritos.
Oh, I made
actual burritos.
I made bulgogi burritos the other day.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
with garlic rice.
Oh, yum. Yummy.
And 2 fried eggs. They apparently they leaked.
Should add that at the end of every sentence now. And 2 fried eggs.
And 2 fried eggs. They showed off. I think a store accidentally, quote unquote, showed off a link to the PlayStation 5 Slim before it was taken down.
It was a leak.
It's supposed to launch this year, according to the latest reports. And I still don't want one. I give 2 shits about the PlayStation 5, dude.
Yeah, Heather has one, and I watched her play stuff on it. But I mean, it doesn't even have any of the uses. It's not necessary for any of the uses that we used to use, like our PlayStation 3 and 4.
Yeah, my 4, I drove that one into the ground playing
because
games,
you used it as a Blu-ray. It was also really easy to use it as like all of your video streaming apps and stuff. But but now we have this tiny little thing called the Google TV that just plugs into the back of our projector. I don't need a giant fucking brick to do that stuff. But in the games, I mean, the games look amazing, especially in 4K at 120 inches. But like,
yeah,
I've liked the games that I've gotten on it. I'm annoyed that my controller keeps having drift on the joysticks.
I had that issue with the PS4 controller, so I understand the pain.
Yeah,
it's just like it's so quick.
Yeah, I had to replace 2.
You can pay $250.
Yeah, I've gone through like 3 controllers now on my PS5. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, we're I mean, let's face it, we're PC master race here. Honestly, that's what happens. I was at Best. No, was it? I don't know. I was at a store the other day, and I had mentioned video games for some reason, and the very it was at fucking Whole Foods, and the very like teenage white dude that was checking me out of the store, not checking me out. And we were talking about video games, and I mentioned what games I play and stuff like that. And then he said out loud PC Master Race, and I was like, calm down with that shit. in two white dudes in Whole Foods, like I guess that's okay there, but it was like if you don't hear the whole thing, it's worse than it sounds.
You hear Master Race at the end, and you didn't hear.
That's all people are gonna hear when there's SJWs abound. But we're so deep into PC gaming that what's the point of consoles? Honestly,
well, I just like having the versatility, but I do consider myself PC Master Race because I have a coworker that likes video games, but he largely likes Nintendo games like Zelda. Zelda is like his number one. And I keep asking him like, I really wish I could play this game with you. Do you have a PC yet? He's like, no, I don't have a PC. I'm just like, God damn, how do you not have a PC? How does that even happen? You should have one.
That either. Like I guess some people might have Macs for their daily computer work needs or something like that, and we all know those can't play video games. So, like that's other than that, I guess just, because I mean, even growing up, we were pretty dang poor. We had a single family computer that was really old, but it was there. So like, yeah, it sucks for the people that can't have them, I guess. But like, I don't fathom, like nowadays, I guess it's because everything that we do is on the internet, like at the very least are on a computer. So it's like, I guess some phones can do a lot of things, but they definitely can't game.
Yeah, no. But to me,
again, most people have like iPhone, whatever 100 is out right now.
Yeah, those can't game. I just said that.
Yeah.
I mean, my thought process behind it specifically when I say, how do you not have a PC, is how do you not have a PC for gaming? Like, how do you not play games on a computer at all? Like, it just, Andrew. To me, it baffles me.
Not your Andrew, but
that's
no, I know.
Though that's privilege, though, because we can afford PCs.
Yeah,
everybody can.
They're expensive, man.
And not everybody can afford a PlayStation 5 either. So, like, people are.
And to me, that is like, if I had to pick one, I would pick PC. But all the people I've talked to that don't have a PC for gaming either have like they have a PS5 or they have like the latest Nintendo console, a Switch.
Yeah, they have consoles.
Whatever it is, but I'm just like, well, if you want the best bang for your buck, you get a PC.
If you build a PC that costs twice one of the cheaper consoles or whatever, it's gonna last you for so much longer than the console will, because the console is gonna be fucking cycled out in a couple of years.
And you don't even have to get the best PC out there. You just get one PC, please, and you could still play a lot of different games. Maybe not like super high performance games like a MMO, nothing like super crazy, but you get a basic PC. You can get Steam and you can play some games. So I don't know. I'm a gamer and that's just how I think. I know that's not what important to a lot of people
are missing out that they could also just do GeForce Now.
It's true. You could get a regular like work PC, like a cheap.
You could do it on a fucking tablet
or a tablet, and then just stream games from a service that gives you top of the line.
Yep. Yeah, as long as your internet is like stable.
Yeah, you can if you can hook it up to your Steam library. You don't even have to have a high-end PC.
Good internet. That is true.
But if you have decent enough internet,
stable internet.
You can just do that instead, and it's like what the price of maybe getting a phone or something, like a cheaper phone. It's like $250 for like the top tier 4K GeForce Now for a whole year. That's like probably more than somebody spends buying Starbucks every fucking month.
Yeah, perspective.
Gotta get those spiced lattes, instead of that.
Starbucks adds up.
It does,
Starbucks
man.
Doesn't add up. It's really expensive. Period. End of sentence. It's
like it's always been expensive.
If I wanted 2 coffees, that the kind that Heather and I like, it's like, $14, $15, $20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then like I'm trying to get Andrew to get Steam
Spike,
because you can do the big picture mode, which basically makes it look like it's a console. Because him using a mouse to click on something is a fucking goes above his head.
Yeah,
what's
we
a
need to
mouse?
teach him how to use a computer.
What is the internet? Starts.
I don't understand how that happened.
I don't understand, dude. He's younger generation and doesn't know.
And everybody in his family knows how to use a computer.
Yeah. What else do we got? Oh, the Pokemon card tournament player got disqualified for laughing when they asked him what his preferred pronouns were. So from when I was reading the article, he was laughing because he was nervous, like
like a nervous laugh.
What do you mean?
He apologized afterwards. It sounded like
overreaction.
It sounded like the judge had a stick up their ass, and some people have sticks up their ass, and they're just waiting for someone to do something so that they can go abuse their power. I think that's what it was.
That was a power trip, dude. Totally. Yeah. From what the article I was reading, I was like, "The guy's a dickhead."
Because not only did he immediately apologize, he didn't actually say anything that was like purposefully hurtful or
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he just kind of like laughed because he was nervous. I mean, it's a tournament or whatever, and so like I don't want people to turn this into like see what's gonna happen now is like there are trolls on the internet. They're gonna be like, you guys are transphobic for saying that and playing what's it, Hogwarts
Legacy.
Yeah. So like no. This person, so maybe, I mean, it said that their pronoun in the article that their pronouns, the judges' pronouns were they and them. Maybe they are a trans person. I don't know, but those were their pronouns. So the point being though that it's just like it was really super nitpicky, and they immediately like if they didn't immediately apologize, if they made like a joke in poor taste and didn't apologize, that's one thing, but like nervously laughing and then immediately profusely apologizing,
it sounded like the kid felt uncomfortable.
And how old is this kid?
It was young.
He's not an adult yet.
No.
Yeah, that too, right? Like kids are stupid. Give them some slack.
I just,
kids are fucking dumb. We were all fucking dumb at one point when we were kids.
Like, I don't know much about this. Obviously, now, but I didn't see it happen.
Well, here's the thing. It looks like from the picture, it looks like the kid is not even old enough to like go to a sex ed class. Like they haven't even taught him that. Like I know at that age I was very uncomfortable about like sex and talking about like
maybe he doesn't even know what pronouns are.
Well, and also, which is sad because English class.
I know, but like,
this is the United States,
but also like the whole fact that you're saying that he was probably uncomfortable, like you were uncomfortable, and then maybe at that age I was uncomfortable too. Now one of the problems that you see is that people are sexualizing these things. Like that's the problem. I'm not going to go deep in identity politics, but they're saying that somebody's gender, if it's not male, female, cis, straight, whatever, then it's sexualized. So that's going to make young kids uncomfortable, and that's like there's a lot of terrible shit going on, and I'm not going to get into it because it's not what this show's about, but that sucks. Don't abuse your power.
It was a misunderstanding,
especially because now I'm thinking about the past with the fact that there were a lot of pedo judges and shit. They're smoking my face. In Magic
Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And that's unfortunate. I feel bad for the kid. He's probably like scarred for life because his dick.
That's a formative thing, right? Like that's something he's gonna remember for 20.
Oh, that's a core memory now.
That's a core memory.
That's a core memory now. Oh, poor guy.
But anyways,
you put a polygon knocked out in the first round. He doesn't look like he can get good anyways.
No, probably not. He probably would have lost. But
I get nervous in situations like that, and I'm an adult. I feel for him.
Yeah,
I feel empathy.
But
that sucks. That's a horrible memory to have.
So Kat, you said you had a neat story for us.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of relevant to some of the stuff we've been talking about, actually. So I just moved, as y'all know, and my parents came over to see the new place and have lunch and hang out. And while they were over, they were admiring the living room and where we put the TV and all that good stuff. And I was like, well, hey, and they were commenting on like how clear the TV looks. I had like YouTube going on in the background. And like good quality, whatever. They haven't bought a new TV in years. So
yeah, I know.
So to them it was like magical. And I was like, well, what if I show you guys Hogwarts Legacy while you're here? Because I know you guys were curious about it. Because my parents are Potterheads through and through. So I showed it to them.
Canceled.
No. I showed it to them. I just ran around the castle for a little bit, showing them like little nooks and crannies and like, thank you. And the different Hogwarts houses, like where the common rooms are. Obviously I couldn't get into the 3 of them, but I showed them where they were, all this cool stuff, right?
Obviously.
And that was like over the weekend, and come Monday, I get a text from my mom, and my mom said, we're thinking about getting a PS5 because I really want to play this game. And I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And, we were talking about options like,
oh, shit. The McGuires are going to become gamers.
Yeah, we're talking about options like should we just get a PS4 because we saw that you could play it on a PS4. And I was like, you know what? I feel like you should just get a PS5. Just get the newest model, get a new one, so like you don't have to worry about.
They still
like,
watch stuff on Blu-ray because they can use for that.
Yeah, and that's what I told them. Like, get a disc version so you can play
old.
Blu-ray.
They watch things on Blu-ray.
And they have all the streaming services too. So like I said, you can go to your Netflix and your Hulu and all that good stuff through
your Hulu.
This device. And she was like, okay, that sounds cool. And then my dad texted me the same day separately saying that, oh, we're thinking about getting a PS5 because your mom wants to play Hogwarts Legacy. I kind of want to play it too. So I was like, you know what? My dad's birthday just passed. And I was like, you know what? Let me at least pay for half of it. And I'll go get it for you. I'll go pick it up. So on Monday after work, I picked up a PS5 for them. Andrew and I did. And we got them dinner and we drove to their house and we set it up for them and had dinner and we set up all their streaming services and we bought a digital copy of Hogwarts Legacy on their brand new PS5. And yeah, and then I said, have fun. So they have Hogwarts Legacy now. They have a PS5, they have Hogwarts Legacy. And a few days later, my mom texts me saying that she can't get past part of the intro. Like she hasn't even made it into Hogwarts yet.
Oh no!
I was gonna ask, like, has your mom ever even played a video
give it
game?
a bad review.
No,
0 out of 10.
The last time my mom played a game with a controller was in the 90s. So
okay. It was a while ago. Well, but she's played.
But she's played.
Okay.
Apparently, she's the whole reason my dad ever got Nintendo in the first place. He bought it for her.
She knows
as a present. But yeah, so I came over to their house like a few days later, and like I helped both of them get through that initial combat, so they could get to Hogwarts.
And bless them.
I know. And you know what? It turned out that my mom was having such a hard time because, well, I picked up the controller and I was like, okay, let me see if I can get past this part for you because obviously I'm going to. But then the controls were all wonky. They were all off. Like the camera was acting weird. And I was thinking, Twin, that it was like a situation where the toggle was bad because the camera went up to the sky and like wouldn't move.
Oh, it's inverted.
Yes, it's inverted.
Which is the right way to use any joystick.
No, not inverted. Sorry. What my dad did, my mom is left-handed. So
he switched it.
He put the left-handed controls on, not knowing what he was doing. So now the right stick is movement and the left stick is camera. And it confused the hell out of me. So I was like, you know what? Mom, you've never really used a controller before. Can you write with your right hand? She's like, I can. I just prefer my left. And I was like, okay, then you'll be fine.
Sal, do you use left-hand controls on a controller?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's left-handed.
So I changed it back, and it was so much easier for her. And my mom actually got it. She was doing a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because that's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so she got through it.
Unless she throws with her left hand as well. Like I throw with my right and I write with my left.
I don't know if she throws.
Well, you're ambidextrous.
I think my mom is dominantly left-handed and not quite ambidextrous, but if she had to, she could write with her right hand.
If you put a gun to my head, I can write with my left hand.
Well, no, she could be legible. She's legible.
I could be legible, but it's terrible.
I mean, the product of her time, right? I think people probably forced her to write.
No, absolutely.
They used to be kids. They used to be kids if they were left-handed.
Earlier on, more discrimination. Yeah, they didn't like left-handers because they didn't conform.
Yeah, so I think she can do both.
I
don't know if she was I don't think she was abused in order to write with her right hand, but I think she was. Adults told her you should be writing with your right hand, not your left. I think that's what happened.
That's abuse. That constitutes abuse these days.
Yes, I'm just saying she wasn't physically beaten into writing with her right hand. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have known that.
Yeah, ask her to show you the ruler marks on her knuckles.
Yeah.
But yeah, she did a really good job, and so now her struggle is I'm trying to teach her Mom, you need to learn how to move the camera with your person, so you're using both toggles at the same time. So she doesn't have that down yet, so she's moving kind of slow, but she's enjoying it, so that's nice. And then my dad came up to bat after my mom played for a while. She's like, I need a break, and so my dad,
get good scrub, he pushed her out of the way,
got on his character and did all the stuff, but he was having a hard time. He was even having an even harder time with that combat than my mom was. And I realized that my dad is a PC Master Race. He's so used to mouse and keyboard now that a controller is completely foreign to him. And he's like, it's a lot of buttons. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of. There's more buttons on a keyboard and mouse than on a controller.
I know, but I think it's like the layout of the buttons.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Some buttons are higher, some are So he's figuring that out, but
also the PlayStation controller sucks. I'm just gonna say it right now. Xbox One controllers was superior.
I prefer PlayStation just because that's what I was raised on, and so once I get an Xbox in my hand, I'm like, what?
I will say that I was raised on PlayStation as well, but the
Xbox One controller was really good.
I used the Xbox One controller when I play Elden Ring on my PC, and oh my god, it feels so good. It's just the right size.
It fits really nice. Even on I have smaller hands, and it still fits
and it works for large hands as well. So it's because that's usually a problem.
That's a sign of it being a good controller, right?
The PlayStation
people with large hands and people with small hands can still be comfortable holding it. And the original Xbox controller, oh my god, I couldn't use that thing.
The huge
it was
big round one.
It was awful. I couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Then there was the N64 controllers. Those were interesting.
Yeah. I still don't know exactly how you're supposed to hold it. Do you hold it in the or here?
Yeah, you do both.
Yeah,
you cup
at the same time.
The rumble pack.
You have 3 hands.
You gotta cup the nuts.
Do you cup the rumble pack? How do you fucking play with those things?
That's funny. They're playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, so I'm proud to report that we're converting my mom into a gamer. And nice. My dad is starting to go back to some console gaming.
Do they know about any of the controversy?
Yeah, my dad does. I don't know how much my mom knows.
He's a well-educated sort, and he could probably just be like, yeah, well, there are dumb people in the world.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like that donkey video, right? Like,
yeah, I love that.
Yeah, great. Like if you start like digging in,
can't
like, literally
that because somebody offended somebody.
Yeah, I can't consume
anything. We're playing Gex. We're playing Gex.
Oh, that was so good.
Which, by the way, I found a Game Boy Color Gex in my room today.
That was so good.
But I died when he did like the Chinese, like the horrible stereotypical Chinese like accent and everything. And I was like, oh my god. But it's okay.
Now we're playing.
Yeah, now we're playing Gex.
I don't even know. Yeah. So yeah, I see it as some people suck.
Yeah, some people suck.
Some people suck. But yeah, they're having a good time. So I will ask for a report from them shortly. But they're both in Hogwarts now.
We'll keep you updated on the McGuire.
My dad's a Ravenclaw. My mom's a Hufflepuff.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
It really does. It really does.
Did they link their Pottermore to their?
No, I wasn't even going to try that because
she's like, that's too complicated for them.
No, because you can in the game manipulate the Sorting Hat into giving you the one that you want. So I figured it was too much trouble to link it, and my mom didn't care if her wand matched. She just wanted to be in Hufflepuff, like her Pottermore says. So we made it happen without linking it.
Yeah, well, you could game the system because you're a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, all you got to choose is loyalty when they ask you the...
Exactly. Yeah.
You're automatically Hufflepuff.
And if you choose the wrong one, you can tell the Sorting Hat, no, I don't want to be in that one.
No, I'm not Hufflepuff.
It's like, the Sorting Hat's probably like, well, fuck, I guess my job doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Sal's Slytherin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cat's Hufflepuff, I'm Gryffindor. What are you, Subly?
Slytherin.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
West side is the best side.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, play the games that you want to play, everybody. Teach your parents how to play games again. Like, that's where it's at.
And be kind to others. Be kind to others.
Be kind to others. Like, just stop being fucking dickheaded assholes.
Except for cunts. Don't be nice to cunts.
Be dickheaded assholes to cunts because they deserve it. Oh, Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good night, you motherfucking nerds. We'll see you
Good
next time.
night.
Good night.
Yeah, I wanted to see how long Sal would hold it, but Cat broke it in a proper fashion.
Thank you so much to all the nerds that listened. You can find us at strengthengaming.com or email us at info@strcast.com.